Hello everyone, and welcome to another live update. It's been almost 7 months since I quit my job to pursue a life of, let's say, a bit more love, joy, freedom, mostly free time, and almost 3 months since I kind of moved to Bulgaria in pursuit to find my dream home, my dream property here. A lot has happened. As you see, I'm in a new setting, so I just kind of want to fill you up on things, where I'm at and what's been going on. So let's start with how it's been after quitting my job, the work situation, how I earn my money, how do I even live. Okay, slowly. First, I just want to acknowledge that when I still had my job and I was hustling at 9 to 5 like most people do, I was dreaming about a life where I can do whatever I want, whenever I want it, and wherever in the world I want it. So complete freedom. And yeah, the jobs that I was working in media publishing, they were not what I wanted or what I expected. They were a lot more soul crushing and creativity crushing. Not to mention, I had to sit behind a laptop for 8 hours per day, sometimes more, sometimes weekends, and spend a lot of time behind screens, on Instagram and stuff. And I just really did not enjoy that. So I really wanted to create a life for myself where I can spend more time outside, because basically nature was very healing for me. I went through many episodes of depression, going back to nature, going back to a slow life, going back to what really matters. Like, I really wanted to design a life where I can just rest, enjoy, take my time, do things that bring me joy, that excite me. But also, if I didn't want to do anything, like, that's fine, you know? You need that. You need rest, you need periods in your life, or you need days or weeks or months or years of just existing. And that's kind of the life that I've built now. So for the last 7 months, I've been trying different projects, living in different places. I came to Bulgaria because I realized I want to build my future here, buy a property, buy a house. But in these 7 months, I've been around. I've been in La Palma. I was learning skills that I will need when I buy this house. I was I was working, but things that I actually wanted to learn, or things that I wanted to have experience in, and it was mostly work outside. It was not behind a laptop. It was, digging my fingers through the soil, planting plants, shoveling, using different tools, fixing things around the house, building things. It was, very empowering and really confidence building for someone who is going into this new life completely on their own. And, being a woman, not to discourage any ladies out there, but my dad didn't really teach me any of this stuff, And most of my life I lived in an apartment in a city, so I didn't need to know how to use a chainsaw, you know what I mean? So yeah, all this was a very good learning process, which, I couldn't have done this if I had a job, because usually these work exchange projects that I was doing, they require you to be there 3, 4, 5 hours per day. So it's still work, it's still getting up in the morning, it's still being responsible, it's still, listening to instructions, following instructions, and trying new things and doing things. But it was a completely different story than writing articles with AI. The sense of freedom I now feel, the sense of peace, the sense of ease, that I don't have a endless to-do list of things and nobody is pressuring me to do anything. There's no deadlines, there's no one waiting for me to finish something or do something. There's none of it. Like, it's just, it is so much easier and so much less stressful to live like this. And it's been just amazing. Every day I wake up and I thank the universe and I thank myself and everything that led me to be here, because I'm just so grateful that I get to experience this. You know, I get to have a slow morning, like in a real sense of the word. I can drink coffee for an hour, I can journal, I'm just sitting back there in a hammock, enjoying the moment, being very intentional, watching the bees, listening to the birds, observing the ants. Yes, I'm at a stage in my life when I'm now interested in ants, people. Just putting it out there, okay? If anyone else is into ants, please comment. Ant people, let's connect. But most importantly, I think I finally get the rest that I was so craving after my burnout, which happened like almost 2 years ago. I never recovered, even though I also took 6 months off work then, but I just never feel the same. I think also partially is because I'm starting to get into like pre-menopause thing, and fatigue is just one of the symptoms. So a life change was really necessary. I'm just so happy that I had the courage to do it, because I thought, like, come on, like everybody needs a job, everybody needs an income. Well, it turns out it's not so bad living without one. By the way, we are in the countryside, so there's a lot of countryside sounds. It's a nice soundtrack. Oh my god, the sheepies are coming. Let me show you the sheepies. So cool. Okay, back to business, and I mean literally, well, back to money talk. You're probably very interested, okay, if you don't have an income, how do you actually live? I explained a little bit in my previous videos. So I for the last 2 years before I just made the decision, I was working jobs where I earned a lot of money, so I did save up a chunk of money to buy a house. That is on my savings account, and then I also saved a little bit less than 4,000 euros for like my monthly expenses, and was like, okay, let's see how far that takes me. Well, not very far, because I did buy a car, and also I had a little vacation in Tenerife where I splurged a little bit, and that was like really expensive. And then we are now 7 months in, where for 7 months I didn't get anything. I did, however, sell a lot of the things I own. It's nothing super valuable. Like, I don't have anything big. I didn't have a real estate. I didn't have any cars or vehicles or anything like that, but I did sell things like my iPad and some clothes and some really expensive cosmetic things that I was gifted, and just little bits here and there. So still, as we go, I'm still selling stuff that I have back in Slovenia, and my parents and my family are very kindly still sending that out to people. So I do get some from that, a couple of, let's say, tens of euros. I started also receiving paychecks from Google Ads, because I got monetized on this channel. I just received my first one, I think like maybe 14th of July, and that was $73. So thank you for everyone who is watching these ads, because you're literally buying my food right now. Thank you so much. Then also I offer some services, some mentoring services, so I do get some money from there, maybe like 100 euros per month. So when you put all this together, I maybe get like 200-300 euros every month, which is exactly probably, yeah, kind of what I spend for food and for Vladimir when I need to put diesel. Yeah, insurance, health insurance in Slovenia is actually the most expensive thing, so I need to get my Bulgarian residency ASAP because it's much cheaper, so I can like discard that and don't have to pay it, and I can just have insurance here. I'm here all the time anyway, so yeah, that would yeah, that's basically, yeah, just kind of trusting the universe that as much money as I need I will get, and so far it has worked. I do have a few €100 on the side if like an emergency happens. I don't know if Vladimir breaks down, which he did already. Or something like that happens. But yeah, the saved money for house, I don't touch that, and just trusting that I will somehow get it through the month, not worrying too much. And yeah, it's been okay. Now let's talk about life, which we've already touched quite a lot, let's say. Yeah, this has been my life, you know. I really cannot believe that I'm staying at all these incredible places, all these incredible properties and homes, free of charge. In some places they even give me food, or they take care of me, which is so nice. Honestly, people here have been so hospitable and so kind to me. I just cannot believe the universe is sending me to all these places, because some places just happen randomly. And you're gonna see in the future videos how I stayed a month in Rhodope Mountains, which was, wow, like a dream come true. Basically, I was living my best life. And now I'm here in the Burgas area, in the countryside, not very close to the coast, quite inland. But again, I'm at this incredible place surrounded by pure nature, all alone in this amazing house that people just trusted me. In case you're wondering what the hell I'm doing, I'm house sitting. Some projects I did through Workaway, which is a platform where you can find work exchange and volunteer projects. But this one came from, well, many different sources, and I will explain in a different video. But I'm just here, like, I don't do anything. My only responsibility is to take care of this garden, and so I water it every evening and enjoy its beauty and its abundance, and that's it. And yeah, obviously I tidy up the house after myself, as I would if I'd lived anywhere. But yeah, that's basically it. When summer was approaching, I had this idea of how I want to spend it, and I wrote a whole like manifesto of kind of like how I want my summer to look like. And now it looks like this. And I know one of my main things was to spend as much time offline, outside in nature, and barefoot. Yeah, my sexy feet. And this is exactly what I'm doing. We've been blessed with really nice weather. Well, for a few weeks it was actually outrageously hot here, but now it's been 30 something degrees, breezy, nice. So I've been spending most of the time outside, here in the terrace, reading books, journaling, meditating, just watching the little insects and fighting off mosquitoes, and just taking everything slowly, day by day. And yeah, it's been the dream. Before I came to the house, I took a vacation for 2 weeks. I went back to Slovenia. I celebrated my 40th birthday. Yes, I know, 40. Anyone else born in 85, please put some put some hearts in the comment, please. I feel you. It's ridiculously ridiculous, because I never imagined that my life at 40 would look this awesome. Honestly, I celebrated my birthday with my closest family and friends. It was a really nice day, and the rest of it, yeah, just spent offline for most of the time, having a good time with my friends, going to concerts and picnics and things like that. It was, yeah, everything I needed. And now I'm just kind of like continuing this momentum, you know, but in solitude. So I do plan in a couple of days, I'm gonna do like a self-imposed Vipassana yeah, I feel this is the right place to do that. So just completely offline, no talking to anyone. Not that I need to talk to anyone, but not talking to you. I've also done some more road trips and car camping, and yeah, I'm sorry, but I didn't take you guys with me. Actually, for more than a month now, I have not talked to you guys, made any videos, and this goes into my next topic, which is YouTube. What's gonna happen, what is happening, and what's gonna happen with this channel. Mm, Before going on my vacation to Slovenia, I realized that how I'm approaching YouTube is not really working for me. It's not sustainable for me because I was way too consumed with what I'm gonna shoot, how I'm gonna shoot it, and just overthinking everything and constantly shooting and editing, and it was all just a little bit too much. And I realized I don't have to share everything. I don't have to take you everywhere with me. I don't have to explain everything. I don't have to shoot everything from 5 angles and edit these cinematic videos or whatever. That's just not me, and it's never gonna be, and it's never gonna happen. But still, I was getting really exhausted by YouTube. Also, from watching other videos and comparing myself all the time, watching how other people are doing things and thinking like, oh, maybe I should do this or that or try this strategy. And I'm just like, no, like this should be fun. I should be excited and it should be fun, not draining. Like that's the opposite of what I want. That's why I left my job. I don't want YouTube to be my next job. It's great that I can get some money from it, and it's great that I can share stories, I can share my life and inspire you. And that's kind of like the whole point. I think I need to really brainstorm and rethink the concepts behind the videos that I make, because my mission has always been to inspire you guys to just go out there and live your life however the fuck you want, and not let anyone dictate what you should or shouldn't do, because there is no should. You should not do anything that you don't want or anything that you don't feel like. Which is kind of crazy because people on the internet, even in my own comments, they are so happy to give you their advice and be like, oh, you should try this and you should go here and you should do this like this. No, I shouldn't do anything. I should live however the hell I want. So I know that it comes from a good place and I know that it's well intended and all, but the word should, when you're giving advice, just don't use that word. Use pretty much anything else. Just don't tell people what they should or shouldn't do, because that implies that you know better than them, and nobody knows better than the person itself, because they're the only ones who have the experience that they have. They're the only ones who have the viewpoint that they have. Do you know what I mean? Okay, maybe I went too deep now into this, but yeah, it just all felt like not a good vibe. Yeah, not a good vibe. I want to go back to the good vibe, and so I will rethink a little bit how and what I want to share. For now, I still will share the videos, the content that I already made. I'm still probably about 2 months behind with the content, so there's a lot coming before you actually see this place and where I am. Yeah, so that's exciting. And lastly, the house hunting situation. Yeah, the house hunting is definitely content that you guys are most engaged with, that yeah, I get the most views of, most comments, and yeah, they're just popular, I guess, because there's a lot of people who are now interested into buying property in Bulgaria. As I've mentioned before, my strategy has changed. I'm now not as intensely looking for properties as I am just kind of living in Bulgaria and hoping the universe sends me to the right places, to the right people, and to the right property. So I do still drive around like I showed you in the videos. I still go explore the villages, but I'm not really looking very proactively online or with real estate agents or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of happen naturally. And yes, I know time is running out, euro is coming, thank you, I know all this, I've been here for a while, I know it's good advice, thank you, but I cannot rush this. Like, I rushed when I was buying a car because I really wanted to leave and come to Bulgaria as soon as possible. Am I regretting my purchase? Yes and no. Sorry, Vladimir. I'm looking that way because he's parked over there. Sorry, Vladimir. House is a place I'm gonna be living like full time, probably forever until the day I die. Unless, I don't know, I buy some other properties, but this is gonna be my life's big project. This is gonna be, you know, from now till the rest of my life, I'm gonna probably work on that property, because anyone who owns a house or a property knows there is work always. So I really want to find a place. I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes. Why didn't I put in spray? So I really want to find a place, not a place that's perfect. I don't think that's ever gonna happen, not on my budget, but the place that ticks most boxes and includes the things that I cannot change. Location is one of them. That's why I'm trying different areas in Bulgaria to familiarize myself with different climates, different terrain, different people, different communities. Yeah, it really differentiates how the vibe is in all these different places. Sometimes even village to village, it can be a completely different atmosphere. So that's why it's really important to just like drive around, visit as many places as possible. I'm meeting so many people who are expats who came from abroad, brought properties here and are running cool projects. So this is all preparing me for when I buy the place. I will be 100% sure. I cannot buy a place that I'm not 100% sure. I don't care if I'm gonna have to pay twice as much. It's just the way it is. Like, I cannot rush this, you know. It's just not. It's gonna be a one-time thing, and just crossing my finger that it's all gonna work. It's a slow process, it's a very slow strategy, but this just feels more natural to me. It does get sometimes frustrating because you would want to move things along, and you know, in a way I was already thinking that I'm gonna spend this summer working on my house, starting to renovate it and be able to live in it until winter. Is it gonna happen? I mean, I don't know. It's beginning of August, maybe. But if it doesn't, it's fine. You know, I'm living a really great life already. And once I buy the house, it's gonna be so much work that I'm gonna take as much time now as possible to kind of like gather my strength and my energy and my motivation back, so that when I get the property, it's gonna be action, let's go. So yeah, I think I pretty much covered everything. Oh, what's coming next after this? So I'm staying here probably for the whole month of August, and then I actually don't know. This thing happened so spontaneously. I'm now kind of thinking, you know, it will just sort itself out, and I will probably go to a different region, somewhere where I've never been before, and do a project there. Is it gonna be a workaway? Is it gonna be a house sitting? Who knows? I just hope I end up in a nice place with nice people, and that's all that you can just wish for. Everything else I can sort. If I don't like it, I can change. That's it. So yeah, I hope you got a better picture of where I am at and what my plans are. If you have any questions about anything related to what I was just saying, then you know what to do, and I really appreciate everyone who has been here. There has been so many people who have been here from the very beginning. You know who you are. Thank you so much. Yeah, watch more ads so I can get paid more and I can buy avocados and maybe go to a concert, or you know, crazy. Anyway, thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.